guys, it's Jacob here today, and I have a new MOC for you guys. It's been a while since I've done a MOC, and I'm so happy I'm back again because this is my favorite MOC of all of them so far. This is the Mazda Miata. Now I'm gonna say a couple things at the end of this video, so you might want to hang on, or you can just fast forward to the end. But anyways, let's get straight into this MOC. So I'm going to work from the exterior to the interior into the actual inside of the car and then to the bottom. So let's start with the exterior, starting from the front to the rear. Both sides are identical for the exterior of the car, so I'm only going to go from this side to this side to that side. So let's start with the front. At the front you have a nice bumper that is tilted on two hinges, as you can see, two red, I guess you could say, two red clips. You guys can see those. Sorry, I'm just trying to push in, so you guys already see them anyways. So you see these two red clips right here. They're just clipped onto some hinges on the underside, or not actually on the inside, on the inside of the car. I just need to show you guys because you have to look at it this way. If you don't, then you're just some weird human. The only problem is you can actually see the tires. You can see my finger. You can see the tires if you do open it up. That's the only problem. But they're really cute. The pop-up headlights are probably one of my favorite things about this car. So yeah, let's keep on going. To the left of the car, also the hood is a little bit scooped up. So yeah, not too much of a scoop though. On the side, you can see the turn signal on the side of the bumper. The doors are pretty fine. They have the rear view mirrors right here, and you have I just used a 1x2 jumper plate, jumper plate as the door handle. Moving further back, you have tail lights, brake lights, turn signals, and reverse lights. I did not have actual red reverse lights because I did not have the discs, or orange reverse lights, I'm sorry. I didn't have orange discs. Why am I saying reverse lights? I didn't have any orange discs that were transparent. So I just had to use these inverted ones on a black piece, on a black cylindrical plate. But the good thing about that is my brother, he owns the car, and he is actually gonna make his did I even say what this car is? This is a Mazda Miata. I'm sorry if I did not say this. I want to get to this video pretty quick. So anyways, these taillights are black on the underside. I wanted to do that because my brother's actually doing it to his car. He's darkening the inside of his car, or the tail lights of his car. So I wanted to do a little bit of the same thing. So yeah, the exhaust pipe is chrome tipped. So and it actually has on the bottom a design. So I'm gonna show you that later. Oh, everything's on the same on either side. So now I'm gonna do the interior, which you guys probably want to see. So all I need to do is this, just lift it up, lock it down, and then bring it forward. So inside, I'm going to lift this up just a little bit. You have this rear view mirror hanging off the windscreen. There's no actual glass. I can stick my fingers through it. On the doors that open, they have these little handles on there that you can rest your hand on. Steering wheel. With actually a dashboard, if you guys can see in the back there, a dashboard, and on this side, if you guys look by that steering wheel, you guys can see a little clip that can be for the turn signals or the window wipers, anything that you guys like. The stereo is basically the Star Wars 1x1 cylindrical printed tiles, and also a 1x2 printed tile as a little, I guess you could say, I'm not really the word, radio basically. You have a gear shift lever and a handbrake. Nothing on this side of the nothing on the passenger side, but on the driver's side, down below, under there, there is 2 pedals. I wanted to add 3 because there's a clutch, but this one only has 2 for some reason because of the builder who originally built this. This is actually my design of a car, but he made the original design. But the builder did not add 3 pedals. But I'll probably put the link of the instructions. You have to pay for the instructions on his website, which is called brickmonkey.com. But I'm not really gonna do that. So I might just give you guys the instructions because I'm a good person. But that is it for, or almost it. You got these nice bucket seats right here that are just on hinges. You got this roll bar, which took a while to put in because of the actual available roof, which I will show later. So now we're going to move on to something else, which is the boot, which does open up while the roof is down. The boot is a 4x6 area, tiled off right here, if you guys can see. Let's bring it down a lot more, because right there is a 1x2 tile, clear tile, with 2 1x1 sloped tiles that are also clear, just to add some light. And you can imagine that it's shining through there, glowing up the license plate. So it's your imagination. That's for the boot. The hood opens up in a really cool way. It opens like a real hood, where first the way it opens is it opens up like this, but it kind of gets pulled forward and then it digs inside of the car. Like, watch. Get it onto the side. So I lift it up, pull it forward, and then goes inside the car, and it has actual engine detail. You have your radiator, which actually has a small little like input area right there. You have your 4-cylinder engine with, right here you can see a rubber band, which is just on 2 of the tiny little small rims, and then you have an 8-tooth gear right there. You have the 4 pistons lined up right here, oil right there, coolant reservoir in the back, a small little pipe right here that you guys probably can't see. It's basically the paint brush thing where you stick a 1x1 cylindrical brick on there, just like a paint thing. That's what that basically is, as a pipe. So yeah, it's nice on the inside. I like it. I will show you guys the underside in a second, right after I put on a little piece came off there. Right after or not really on, put up the roof. So yeah, and it just closes like that perfectly fine. There are some small little gaps, but that's perfectly fine. So the roof does open up even with the roll bar in there. So how you do this is first you lift it up out of its small little area. It does take a little push to get it out, but after it's out, it's out. So this is the actual roof. It's so compact that it just fits in that small little area. So then you lift that piece. I'm gonna raise it up a little. Lift that piece, then you're gonna lift this up, and then you're gonna line it with that 1x4, and then you're gonna drop it down. I don't know why that's so low, until it reaches the roof. And now you have a Mazda Miata with the roof up, even with the roll bar in there. This is a really cool MOC. So that's pretty cool. Now let's look at the underside. On the underside, you have some cool things. You have the exhaust manifold. So I'm gonna try my best not to break this. Well, I've already dropped one piece, but that's fine. Right here, you have where the exhaust enters. So this is from the engine. The pipe enters right here. I'll show you what this large section right there is. It goes through the pipe all the way to the back, all the way to the muffler, which is actually kind of cool. You can see the drivetrain, which actually does move. Well, not all of it, only the drivetrain, and it goes all the way under the car, all the way to the front of the engine, which is right there. What this is right here, my brother's getting a special part on his car where you can actually make the car louder. So if some of you might know that a muffler works in a certain way where this is where the noise comes from. It comes from the engine. Sorry, and it goes through the pipe all the way to the back where it comes into this large tank, which quiets down the sound just by a lot, actually, not by a little, by a lot, and then it exits the muffler. That's how the exhaust works. What this does is, instead of going through the whole thing, it just goes through this little part, so it's the direct sound. So you can disengage it by lifting it up, and then all the sound's coming out of there. And my brother is putting that on his car. It's called a hydraulic disengaging, I think that's what it's called, a hydraulic disengaging muffler, or exhaust, depending on what you guys like. I'm just trying to align that perfectly well. But yeah, it's really cool what my brother's doing on it. So yeah, okay, so that is it for the car. Now I'm going to tell you guys what I said in the very beginning, where I'd say a couple things. This car is not finished. I know it looks like it's finished, but it's actually not. The piece that fell out, so I'm trying to put it back in, but it doesn't want to go back in for some reason. But anyways, as I said, that this car is not finished. This car is still a work in progress, because what I'm planning to do is, my brother has some rims on his real car. He actually owns the car, as I said when I was working on rear tail lights. He actually owns the car, and the car, he just bought some new rims, and they're called work equip rims. I don't know the exact name of the rims, but they have 8 spokes. The inner side of the spokes are black, and then the outside is obviously chrome, and the spokes are in a star shape. They kind of look like BBS wheels, but they're not. So yeah, I'm gonna try getting you guys a lower view of the car when the roof is up. But anyways, he actually has a car, and I'm planning to 3D print these wheels since they don't make them, or the rims at least. I'm thinking of 3D printing the rims, because I want to get this as realistic as my brother's car, and also I want to get some better tires as well, because these are like off-road / on-road tires, which are not what I want. I want full slick tires. Also, whoa, this, my brother's car is in the color Merlot. This is in a dark red, which is kind of a pain in the butt because they don't make Merlot colored Lego pieces. So this is the closest I'll ever get. Basically what a Merlot is it's dark red with a little tint of purple. You guys can search it up. It's actually a really cool color. So yeah, this is basically a replica of my car, or not my car, my brother's car, I'm sorry. This is basically a replica of my brother's car, so I wanted to get it as realistic as his, and basically everything in this car is the same as his car. Even the muffler set, I purposely did that for him. I made this car for him, actually, because he's my favorite brother. After all, he does let me do lots of stuff. So yeah, he's my favorite brother, and like, he owns the car. It's a really cute car. If you guys get a chance to see this car in real life, you guys should take a picture of it, take a photo of it, take a video. Picture and photos are the same thing, sorry. It's a really cute car, so yeah, I encourage you guys to, if you guys have the chance, buy one. The only problem is, they're really hard to restore, because these cars are from 1995, especially this one. This one is a 1995 version of the Mazda Miata, or MX-5, more commonly known as the Miata though. But it's quite old. It's actually a little older than my brother, I think, or the same age. Anyways, though, my brother's trying to restore it, and it's really tiring him out, as well as all of us, because, like, it's a car. But yet, this car means so much to our family, at least me and my brother in the family, because everyone else doesn't really like the car at all. But yeah, it's actually really nice. I've gotten to drive in it a couple times, but like, now looking at this, I never thought I could actually build this. My brother got the instructions for the actual car like a year and a half ago, and he's been asking me to build it over and over, and then we just forgot about it. And then I come back to the website and I'm like, what was the password again? Because what you have to do is you have to actually pay for the instructions, and then like you have to pay for the instructions, and then you have to like use the password that you get from an email for the actual thing. And I asked my brother, like, what was the password again? He told me like a year and a half ago, and then I forgot it. And what I didn't know was I actually saved it onto my computer. So I went on the site. I was like, man, I really wish I could build that. So I kept on showing this really stupid thing saying guest area. You have to put in a little password. I kept on clicking enter because there was already a password in there, but I didn't know what it was. I kept on putting the click enter, and it said no, 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 no. So I restarted the page. I went to the Miata tab. I clicked the PDF file, and it said put a password in. I clicked enter, and it actually worked. We've had the instructions forever, which was really happy for me, obviously. But this car is not fully completed yet. We're still working on it. So yeah. It's been a while since I've done some mocks. I'm going to be doing some new ones actually, and I'm actually planning on doing some other ones. And I'm also gonna say one thing about this car. I'm not for sure what scale this is, but I'm pretty sure it's a 1/14 scale. I'll show you one of my actual 1/18 scale cars, and this is a Mercedes-Benz SLS compared to that. The Miata is a tiny car, and yet it's bigger than this SLS. Yeah. I'm actually going to be doing some videos on these cars pretty soon, so I don't want to spoil a lot about it. But anyways, yeah. Also, I'm going to be doing some new mocks on some Lego Ninjago, custom Lego Ninjago's planes that I made for each ninja. Not Nia though, or Sensei, just for normal ninja. So yeah, and there are several other ones coming, like my SpaceX Falcon 9, my Porsche 918 Spider, my semi-truck, and my new huge spaceship especially. So yeah, tons of stuff coming up. So if you guys like this video, please slap that like button down below, or if you like the videos I actually make, please subscribe to my channel. That would really help me with actually making some new videos. It would really support me. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to see some more mocks, just go into my channel name and you'll find all of them. It's really hard building these mocks, but the only reason why I can build them is because of your guys' support. So thank you for watching today on my channel, and this is Jacob, the Lego Master, signing off.